Orisha Babalú Ayé, the Orisha of disease, healing, and redemption. Orisha Babalú Ayé, also known as Omolu, is the Orisha of disease, healing, suffering, and redemption. He embodies the mysteries of affliction and the wisdom that comes from enduring hardship. He governs both the spread of illness and the knowledge of how to cure it, serving as a powerful reminder that suffering is often a path to transformation. His presence within the 16 Odumeji reflects his role as the one who tests humanity, humbles the proud, and grants healing to the deserving. In Eji Agba, Babalu Ayé represents the resilience of the human spirit, teaching that true strength is born through trials. Here, he is the silent force behind survival, ensuring that those who suffer do not do so in vain. In Oyeku Meji, he takes on his most feared aspect as the Orisha of death and decay, controlling epidemics and the karmic debts that manifest through illness. However, he also holds the key to overcoming disease, teaching that through humility, offerings, and faith, even the worst conditions can be reversed. Iwari Meji highlights his role as the guardian of sacred healing knowledge, revealing that the most potent cures are hidden within nature, waiting for those with the patience to discover them. In Odi Meji, he governs isolation and sacrifice, reminding us that suffering often leads to enlightenment. Here, he teaches that pain should not be seen as a punishment but as a means of spiritual purification. Irison Meji connects him to the spirits of the dead, showing that he walks between the worlds of the living and the ancestors. He governs funeral rites and ancestral veneration, ensuring that the past is honored. Onran Meji portrays him as the force behind sudden misfortunes, demonstrating that fate can be unpredictable, but those who respect him will always find a path to recovery. In Obara Meji, Babalú Ayé teaches the lesson of patience, showing that wealth is not only measured in gold but also in health and wisdom. He reminds us that prosperity without well-being is meaningless. Okanran Meji presents him as the relentless force of nature, demonstrating that those who neglect their spiritual duties will face consequences. However, for those who live in harmony with the Orishas, he brings protection from suffering. Ogunda Meji highlights his warrior aspect, revealing that survival itself is a battle. Here, he teaches that endurance, strategy, and perseverance are the keys to overcoming hardship. In Osa Meji, Babalú Ayé manifests as the hidden force behind miracles, showing that healing can come in unexpected ways. He reminds us that divine intervention is always possible but must be earned through devotion. Ika Meji emphasizes his mastery over disease and healing, proving that every ailment has a cure, if one has the knowledge to find it. This ODU teaches that sometimes sickness is a spiritual warning, urging individuals to realign with their destiny. Oturupan Meji portrays him as the wise elder, revealing that suffering brings knowledge, and that those who have endured great trials often become the greatest healers. In Otura Meji, he governs the balance between destruction and renewal, teaching that sickness is not always a curse but can be a call to transformation. He reminds us that to be reborn, one must first let go of the past. Irate Meji reveals him as the master of secret rituals, showing that healing is not just physical but also spiritual. Those who seek his guidance must be willing to undergo purification. Oze Meji connects him to the power of prayer, sacrifice, and ritual cleansing, proving that devotion can change fate. Finally, in Ofun Meji, Babalú Ayé represents the ultimate lesson of humility and redemption. He teaches that suffering is temporary, and those who endure with faith will find renewal and healing. He reminds us that no illness, no hardship, and no affliction is permanent. Everything can be overcome through wisdom, patience, and the will to survive. Across all 16 Odu Meji, Babalú Ayé teaches that suffering is not an end but a path to enlightenment, that true healing requires both physical and spiritual balance, and that those who walk with humility will always find favor in the eyes of the Orishas. Odu Agbe Meji, the teacher of respect for health and authority. In Odu Agbe Meji, Omolu appears as a figure of respect and authority, emphasizing the importance of honoring elders and those who hold wisdom. Myths recount how Omolu taught a careless ruler the value of humility by afflicting him with illness, until the ruler sought spiritual guidance. This Odu teaches that health, both physical and societal, requires acknowledgement of one's limitations and deference to those who guide with wisdom. Obaluaiyé, the guide through life and death. In Obaluaiyé, Omolu governs the transition between life and death, ensuring that the cycle is respected. Myths tell of Omolu assisting spirits in their passage to the ancestral realm, emphasizing the importance of proper burial and mourning rites. This Odu teaches that death is not an end but a necessary transformation, and that honoring those who have passed strengthens spiritual connections. Obaluaiyé, healing through words and rituals. In Obaluaiyé, Omolu highlights the power of spoken words and rituals in the process of healing. Myths recount Omolu teaching a community sacred incantations and cleansing rituals to combat a widespread illness. This Odu emphasizes that healing is both a physical and spiritual process, requiring intentional actions and prayers. Obaluaiyé, the protector of families and communities. In Obaluaiyé, Omolu collaborates with Yemenja to preserve family unity and communal health. He ensures that illnesses within a household are addressed not only with remedies, but also through reconciliation of emotional and spiritual imbalances. Myths tell of Omolu restoring harmony to a family by revealing the root cause of their ailments, teaching that healing begins with addressing internal discord. Obaluaiyé, the connector to ancestral healing. In Obaluaiyé, Omolu serves as a link to ancestral wisdom, particularly regarding health and spiritual protection. Myths describe Omolu revealing forgotten herbal cures passed down by ancestors, ensuring that the knowledge was preserved and applied. This Odu encourages honoring one's lineage as a source of healing and strength. Obaluaiyé, prosperity through health. In Obaluaiyé, Omolu emphasizes the relationship between health and prosperity. Myths recount Omolu teaching a struggling farmer to cleanse his fields and himself, leading to a bountiful harvest. This Odu highlights that physical and spiritual cleanliness invites abundance. Obaluaiyé, strength in adversity. In Obaluaiyé, Omolu represents resilience in the face of suffering. Myths tell of a young apprentice who overcame a debilitating illness by following Omolu's guidance, emerging stronger and wiser. This Odu teaches that hardship often precedes growth and that faith and persistence lead to healing. Obaluaiyé, the cleansing force. In Obaluaiyé, Omolu's role focuses on spiritual and physical cleansing. Myths recount Omolu purging a village of pestilence by instituting communal rites of purification. This Odu emphasizes the necessity of addressing underlying causes of disease, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual. Obaluaiyé, healing through action. In Obaluaiyé, Omolu teaches the importance of proactive healing and self-care. Myths describe him guiding a warrior to prepare herbal remedies before battle, ensuring survival and recovery. This Odu highlights that action, guided by spiritual alignment, is essential for overcoming challenges. Obaluaiyé, justice through healing. In Obaluaiyé, Omolu collaborates with Ayami Asaranga to restore balance and justice. He ensures that illnesses caused by wrongdoing are addressed through accountability and healing. Myths recount Omolu lifting a curse from a community after they made proper amends, teaching that justice and healing are interconnected. Obaluaiyé, the protector against hidden dangers. In Obaluaiyé, Omolu serves as a guardian who reveals hidden causes of illness or misfortune. Myths tell of Omolu diagnosing a spiritual affliction in a child and providing the remedy through divination. This Odu emphasizes vigilance and the importance of spiritual inquiry in addressing life's challenges. Obaluaiyé, reconciliation through healing. In Obaluaiyé, Omolu fosters reconciliation by addressing the root causes of physical and emotional wounds. Myths recount Omolu healing a long-standing feud between families by performing cleansing rituals and initiating forgiveness. This Odu highlights that healing relationships is as important as healing the body. Odu Otura Meji, Renewal and Hope. In Odu Otura Meji, Omolu represents the renewal that follows suffering. Myths tell of him assisting a community devastated by illness, teaching them to rebuild with gratitude and discipline. This Odu encourages the querent to view hardship as an opportunity for transformation. Odu Ayerte Meji, Advocacy for the Vulnerable. In Odu Ayerte Meji, Omolu protects the sick, poor, and marginalized, ensuring they receive care and respect. Myths recount Omolu chastising a wealthy man who ignored the suffering of his workers, leading to the man's downfall. This Odu teaches that compassion and service to others invite divine favor. Babalú Ayé in Odu Oze Meji. In Odu Oze Meji, Omolu emphasizes the role of purification and spiritual cleanliness in attracting blessings. Myths recount Omolu advising a king to cleanse his palace and perform rituals to end a period of misfortune, resulting in renewed prosperity. This Odu underscores the necessity of addressing spiritual imbalances to invite abundance. Odu Ofun Meji, The Eternal Cycle of Life and Death. In Odu Ofun Meji, Omolu emphasizes the cyclical nature of life, death, and rebirth. Myths tell of Omolu guiding a spirit to reincarnate, ensuring that their return would bring blessings to their family. This Odu underscores the importance of viewing life's transitions as part of a greater divine plan.